Hi, I'm Jeanette, and thanks for joining my channel where I share information about solo trips I've taken and solo trips I'm planning to take to help you think about and plan your own solo travel. I got to climb the Sydney Bridge in Australia. Did you even know you could climb that bridge? I did not know that until a couple of friends got married years ago, went on their honeymoon in Australia, and they came back with pictures of them climbing the bridge. And since then, I had always wanted to do it, even though I am deathly afraid of heights. But it was something that was on my bucket list forever and a day, and I finally got to do it. And can I just tell you, first of all, I'm still scared of heights, but I'm so proud that I did it. The first thing I did when I knew I was going to Australia was I jumped online and I read all about climbing the bridge and the experience. They do have a website for the Sydney Bridge climb where you can find a ton of information before you even get there. And I even purchased my ticket to do the climb before I got to Australia. Now, let me tell you, it is an experience to climb the bridge. First of all, you go there, you start by getting this special jumpsuit that you have to wear. You meet your group if you're not in a group. I'm a solo traveler, of course, so I actually was on a group tour, but I wanted to climb the bridge, and only one other person in that group tour was brave enough to do it, and it turned out she had done it before, so she actually went with me. And we were included in a group of people who we didn't know and met for the first time. And then you have to go through the climb simulator. And what that is a series of ladders and platforms to help you understand what you're going to be doing when you get outside on the bridge. And that was so helpful to be able to kind of practice a little bit and know how to hook up the cable that I kept thinking was too thin to hold me if I fall off that bridge, but I didn't fall and it helped me. But you practice and then you go out. The moment I stepped out that door, I was already nervous. I was really nervous. This is a working bridge, so there are cars traveling on this bridge as you're climbing it. And of course, you're outside, you see everything. You see the water below, the cars whizzing by. And I was placed right behind the guide. There was one guide for our group. I think there were about 10 people in our group. One guide, I was placed right behind him. And the reason for that was because I let them know that I was really nervous and that I'm really afraid of heights. And they are used to dealing with people like me, which was also a comfort. But the way that they dealt with me, I didn't know they were dealing with me, let me put it like that. But they made sure I was comfortable and kept an eye on me without letting me really know it until the end. So you go out the first part and you're walking and you can hear the air, see the cars, and then you start climbing. There's a series of ladders. At some point, especially when you get to the arch, there are steps. The steps have holes in them, so if you look down, you can see. So I tried not to look down, and then you get to the top. Now, you're not allowed to take your own cameras or any kind of recording equipment, which is understandable because you don't want to lose anything up there. It'll fall in the water, and you don't want it to fall on a car or something. So when you get to the top, the guy takes pictures, which was really nice. And of course, you have to buy the pictures, and you're going to buy them because you don't have your own camera up there, but they take really nice pictures, make sure the background is nice, tell you how to pose. And that was really lovely. The hardest part for me, though, was, remember I said I was behind the guide, right behind the guide. So I got to take my pictures first, which meant I had to wait for everybody else to get their pictures taken. So I had to go a little higher and just stand there and try not to panic while I'm watching everybody else get their pictures taken. But It was okay. I survived it. I don't know how, but I did, and I got to take in the views as much as I could, look around up there. And then we crossed over and back down the other arch and back inside. It took about 3 hours, I think, 2 or 3 hours. It's been a while, and of course, to me, it felt like 10 hours. But it takes a little while to do it, and there are different tours or experiences. You can cross the entire bridge, or as we did, we went up halfway, crossed over, and came back down, or you can just walk through the middle of the bridge. And if you go on the website, you'll see the different kinds of experiences you can have and how much they will cost. When I went for the experience that I had, it was about $200, $200 or $250. But again, the prices updated are on the website. And I will tell you, even though I was terrified and I was so afraid of heights, it was something I always wanted to do, and it far exceeded my expectations. You just think, oh, you're climbing a bridge, but it really is an experience, and it was so cool. It just to be up there, you could see the Sydney Opera House, you could see the city, you could see the water. It really was fun. Being up there with other people was a lot of fun, and they all knew I was terrified, so they actually cheered for me when I got to the other side of the bridge, and we were getting ready to go down, and it was just so much fun. And of course, I got a t-shirt, and I refused to buy the t-shirt before we did the climb. A lot of people were in the gift shop there buying their things before the climb so they could leave faster, but I refused to buy mine until I actually did it, because I did not know if I would survive or if I would panic or have to come back down, and none of that happened. So I got the t-shirt, and I'm so proud of this one, because boy, that was a tough experience for me. I think my hands hurt for a few days after, because I was holding on to the rail so hard as we were climbing up. But if you get the chance to go to Sydney, Australia and climb the bridge, do it. Don't even think twice about it, do it. Again, go on the website, take a look at the videos, look at all the information. They actually have information for people like me who are afraid of heights. There's a lot of information there that was very helpful to me before I climbed, and I just had the best time. I probably won't do it again. I know there's some people who do it more than once, but I did it and had the best time. So let me know in the comments, have you climbed the bridge? And what was your experience? As I travel around the world and I meet people who have climbed that bridge particularly, it's really fun to talk about our experiences and hear how they liked it. And I would really love to hear your experience if you've climbed the bridge. And if you haven't, plan to do it, put it on your bucket list. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy traveling.